It was just a typical afternoon when Sarah, a busy mom of two, walked into her local grocery store. Her kids, Lily and Max, were already busy racing ahead in the aisles, their little voices echoing around the store as she pushed the cart. Sarah smiled, thinking about how routine this trip had become, but as she turned down the first aisle, something strange caught her eye. In front of the snack section, there it was, a massive 55-gallon drum labeled monosodium glutamate, MSG. It stood out like a giant warning sign in front of the potato chips, making Sarah pause. She remembered hearing that MSG was used to enhance flavor, but it could also give some people headaches. Her hand hovered over the chips for a second before she moved on. Next, in the cereal aisle, another drum, this time labeled butylated hydroxyanisole, BHA. Sarah raised an eyebrow. She'd never really thought much about preservatives before, but now seeing BHA linked to potential cancer risks, right next to her kid's favorite cereal, made her think twice. As she made her way to the produce section, she spotted yet another drum, this one marked pesticides, sitting ominously by the strawberries. It reminded her of the EWG's Dirty Dozen list, where strawberries were known to have high pesticide residues. She felt a little uneasy as she picked up a carton, trying to remember whether she'd already switched to organic. The meat counter was no different. There, a drum labeled sodium nitrate sat next to the bacon, making her recall all the health concerns surrounding processed meats and their link to cancer. Sarah glanced at her kids, imagining the bacon they often ate at home. Maybe it was time to make a change. As she passed the canned goods, another drum, this time labeled bisphenol A, BPA, stood next to the rows of cans, reminding her how BPA could leach into food, especially when heated or damaged. Finally, in the water aisle, she noticed the signs about BPA in reusable plastic bottles. Some were BPA-free, but others, like the polycarbonate ones, could still pose a risk. The trip was anything but ordinary now. As she pushed the cart with her two curious kids trailing behind, Sarah felt a new awareness settling over her. She got the message. Make informed buying decisions. Like and share, if you please.